Hello ladies and gentlemen. Long awaited, I'm finally presenting your tutorial to how to lead a line in a Napoleonic genre. Before actually leading, you need to prepare to lead. This means selecting flag bearers, flag guards, and most importantly, someone to call out to your chants while you are leading. Because you are likely new, you're going to want to select the best people you know to fill these roles. So, for example, putting in a flag bearer you know will cook as a flag bearer. Putting in flag guards you know are really good at body shielding that flag bearer in the case of a melee. And finally, you need a plan. You need a clear strategy or train of thought that you're going to run with as you lead the battle. This can be something like playing defensive or being hyper-aggressive. Once you kind of finish those preparations, you're going to rally, and you're going to notice that you're going to have some time between actually rallying and the battle. What you want to use this time for is drills. Drills are essentially just, drills that you use to prepare your men for combat. These can be things like melees or practicing blobbing when you charge, etc., etc., that give your men a feel for the battle and give your men a feel for the commands that you're going to give. One important note, you really want to practice the things during this period that you're going to use. Like, for example, if you're going to be very aggressive, you want to really practice and work on those charges. However, if you're going to be more defensive or laid back, I'd recommend to more work on volleys and aiming. Now, at this point, once you finish all of that, the coordinators are likely going to tell you to get into battle position. What this essentially just means is to form up into a single or double file line with the flag to your right. And you essentially stay in that position until the battle starts. Once the battle starts, you're going to want to move towards your enemy, and most importantly, look for positions that give you a firing advantage over the enemy. This could be things like barricades, houses, or something as simple as a small hill. Once you are now in the battle, you're going to be simultaneously leading and looking for signs of mistakes by your enemy. Like the line in front of you. What you want to be looking for is for the line in front of you to make a mistake, such as moving into a more vulnerable position or their flag lagging behind. When this happens, you want to push forward slowly and continue firing and wear them down as they are going to suffer as they're in a bad position, and then you can charge. In the case that this fails, you simply return to your defensible or manned position that gives you an advantage over the enemy and continue firing down shots. In the case that your flag is about to be kept, what you want to do is that you want to blob on the flag, you want to protect it. If the flag falls, that means the enemy becomes closer to the flag, and every single time your flag falls and you have to re-pick it up, the enemy gets closer. So your main objective when the flag falls is to pretty much body block it and get it as far away from the enemy as possible while we recover things like morale and comedy strength and try and find yourself in a better position to make that counterattack. Because when that counterattack comes, your enemy will be more vulnerable. And to prevent this video from becoming too long, I'm just going to give a quick sum up of what to do if you encounter artillery or cavalry. In the case that you encounter cavalry, what you want to do is not shoot the horse, but rather shoot the men on top, as it generally depends between techs, but all around shooting the rider will essentially end the cavalryman. Because some tech systems, the horse and rider are linked, and then some other ones, they're separate. In relation to artillery, if you're encountering round shot, it's not the biggest threat. It's just really only a threat if you are on the losing side. And if you're encountering grape shot, you really just want to put distance between yourself and the cannon, as the farther away you are from the cannon, the less accurate the grape shot is. But as I said, the video is kind of getting a little bit long for a tutorial of mine, so I couldn't really put too much information in there. I hope you enjoyed and found it quite useful. Just due to how I was feeling at the time, I didn't really add any facts. unfortunately, just to save time and rest. If you wish to join my Napoleonic Nation and see some of these things for yourself, the link to it will be in the description. It is a new project of mine, and if you want to be a change for the better, feel free to join. Without any more delay, that's the end of the video, and I hope you all have a good day.